Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
$49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Pistol. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. He's gotten a joker, his big tight end. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now it's Hunt. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Alert!
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Go, son. 48. You don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Cover this way.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's complete. Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Jet bomber. Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 38-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gordon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now you're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Check nickel.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw is Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
50 seconds. I got it.
They go play action. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hey, Zoo.
On third down, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's get it.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Golladay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. It's Williams on the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
44 for the 6-6. Pull it high.
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Showing up. 25. And 80. 25. Hey, Delta.
Darnold. Allen's got it complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And again, it's Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Gordon. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Chargers.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Flush to Darnold. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold complete. It's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. 20! And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley up and good, and that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
On 2nd down, It's Hunt, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. You got tight right. King. Wide, get wide.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, it's Grant. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go with Chubb on second down. He finds some open field here. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on,
This is Grant. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. From the 22, Darnold able to get this to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Grant. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A first down throw, Darnold. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack on first down, Darnold, he'll hit Jackson complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident. Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
180. Switch. Kings. Kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, it's Grant. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Gets it to Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Darnold from the red zone now. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To the air again, Darnold. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's caught. Beckham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Mayfield. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's